has obviously there's a lot of content in there that's objectionable. But see, when you go into a Deadpool movie, like you should understand from the get go that like that's what you're up for. That's what you're in for.
I've talked to people about that, and that's where I always say, I know what it is. I've known for the 10 years that we've been talking about this movie. Known for all the comics that I've read of Deadpool, and my decision wasn't like, oh, I hear all these things. It's like I know what it is, and I don't want to see it.
Yeah. Well, and if you've read about Deadpool in the comics already, you already have a pretty good idea of what that is, and it was definitely something that people could enjoy a lot more than if what you want is a good representation of Deadpool, then that's what that movie is.
Yeah, they needed to go for that R rating. If they would have toned it down, not even tone it down, they would have had to change the character, change the, I guess the aura of the story and everything.
Yeah, there's a whole.
It wouldn't be as
the
honest
tone
as the Marvel movies are.
Right, the tone of Deadpool requires an R rating, and it's they did need to save that character from Wolverine Origins.
Oh my gosh, yes, that was so bad.
It was bad.
That's something George Lucas can go back and fix.
Yeah, because I don't know if you knew this, but Ryan Reynolds agreed to do that part without seeing that script, because all he knew was I'm going to play Deadpool. This is going to be awesome.
Yeah,
and then
that's a perfect match too.
Then it wasn't. Well, yeah, it always needed to be Ryan Reynolds because Ryan Reynolds really is.
He's Deadpool.
He is Deadpool. Yeah, he's. Have you ever read his Twitter at all? He has hilarious stuff, and they post collections of them on Meme Base every once in a while, just hilarious things that Ryan Reynolds says about being a parent, and it's pretty great.
I love not Tony Stark. I love Robert Downey Jr.'s Facebook.
Oh yeah,
because for the longest time I was like, he actually believes he's Tony Stark. And he actually believes, and then over the past few months I've been noticing more. Oh, okay. He knows that he's an actor. Okay, that's good.
Yeah. Well, and I mentioned this when I talked to Daniel last time, is that Robert Downey Jr.'s story is a big part of the reason that he was given the role of Tony Stark in the first place. Because before Iron Man came out, he was really just getting his life back together after having been in some serious rehab, and just totally trashing his whole life.
Yeah. Good for him though.
Yeah. No, it is good. He totally has. Okay, well, so on that note, we are going to go into our next segment, which is Guaranteed Good News. And this piece of Guaranteed Good News is actually really cool. I love this story a lot. Have you ever built anything, Chris?
I did in shop class, a sliding bookshelf, that go 4 or 5 books, and it didn't work.
A sliding bookshelf?
Yeah. So there was an end, a regular end, about the size of my hand, and then another, just a set piece to hold it.
Okay.
There's another piece that was the size of my hand that would slide up and down on these rods. So if you had 2 books, it could hold it. Or if it had 5 books, it could hold it.
Okay, so it was a shelf with built-in bookends.
Right, and my one bookend that was supposed to move didn't move.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, where would you rate your ability to build a house from the ground up?
I could probably more easily tell you the origin of I don't know, the original Human Torch. And I don't know anything about him.
Okay. Well, there is a woman named Kara Brookins.
Okay.
She had just gotten out of a terrible, abusive relationship.
Okay.
She's got 4 kids.
Wow.
Kara Brookins decided, you know what, kids, we need a house.
Fair enough.
So she got a loan, and this lady and her children built a freaking house.
What?
From the ground up, pretty much on their own.
Wow.
In 9 months.
Holy moly.
By watching YouTube tutorials.
No way.
Yes.
That's crazy.
And now they have a very lovely house. It has 5 bedrooms and apparently 3 garages. I don't really understand.
Wow.
I don't understand why they need 3 garages, but they have 3 garages so they can do whatever they want with them.
Yeah.
But
that's crazy.
Yeah.
9 months.
Yeah. I mean, 9 months is kind of that's a pretty quick timeline for a house being built just in general like by contractors and stuff.
Right.
But she wrote a book about that experience called Rise, and her name is Cara, Cara Brookins. So you can go on YouTube and see the video about that and check her book out. It's a really, really cool story.
That's amazing.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's gonna wrap it up for us for today, Chris. Thanks for coming and hanging out and chatting with me. We'll catch you another time. And that's going to do it for 2 Geek Soup today. I would love to hear from all of you guys about anything that you've heard on the show. The email address is 2geeksoup@gmail.com. You can reach us on Twitter @2geeksoup. The Facebook page is 2 Geek Soup. 2 Geek Soup is recorded at Soundmind Studios and produced by Lee Earnhardt. And even though it probably means that I am the crabby lunch lady, this podcast is a proud member of the More Than One Lesson faculty.